Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice short and sweet full body flow, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So we will begin today in just a nice comfy seat, and we're going to stretch our hands, our fingers a little bit. So you can take your palms to face forwards. Spread your fingers out wide if you'd like. But then bring your fingertips down to your mats or the floor. Stretching the bottom of the fingers. Send your thumbs out to the sides. You might add a little bit of a pulse here or just be still. But notice how your fingers feel when you stretch them. Take a moment to let your shoulders fall from your ears. Maybe let your thumbs move out a little further. Notice how that changes the stretch you might be feeling through the fingers. One more breath, and then you can let go. You can lift your hands back up. Ooh, so good. I hope that you can feel that too. We're going to make our way onto our hands and knees. So come on over. But before you get too comfy on your hands and knees, we're going to be tucking our toes under. We stretched our fingers, so we got to stretch our little tiny toes. So tuck them under, trying to stretch the bottom of the toes as well. You can keep some weight in the hands, or you can sit back on your heels, toe squats. Another amazing stretch for our tiny little appendages. Take a moment here to, I don't know, it always makes me smile when I come into this. But take a moment to either smile and let your shoulders fall from your ears. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful feeling to feel your toes so intensely. They are such special things. Take one more breath. And if your hands are lifted up, you can start to bring them down. Tabletop. Untuck your toes. If you need to give them a little shake or a little tap on the ground, you can add that in. And then we're going to be lifting up all the way into downward facing dog. So when you feel like you can tuck your toes back under, lift your knees so that you're no longer stretching your toes, but pushing into the balls of the feet instead. Maybe pedal your feet a few times, lift and lower the heels. You can push into your hands a little more, let your head get heavy. Send your hips high. And with a nice big inhale, start to look forwards. So you exhale, walk up all the way to the top of your mat. Once you get there, inhale into a half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale. Let's come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. And exhale, let your arms fall to your sides. Roll your shoulders back. Take a big inhale to reach up. And exhale, fold back down. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale, let's fold. Plant your hands, step back into your downward facing dog. Push into your hands, send your hips nice and high. Stay for an inhale. With the exhale, lower your knees down to your mat. Rest on the tops of the feet. Start to sway your hips side to side a few times if you'd like. And then we're going to be extending our right leg back behind us. You can keep your foot down or you can hover your foot. You might add your left arm as well. Pull your belly button back towards your spine. Look down. Stay for an inhale and exhale. Bring your hand or knee down. Switch sides. Send your left leg back. Foot down or lifted. Option 2, add your right arm. Reaching forwards, looking down. Find your balance. Take another inhale, and with the exhale, come back into your tabletop. Reset, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes. Lift your knees, downward facing dog. Push into your hands, send your hips high. With an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk on up to the top of your mat. Inhaling for a half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, arms can fall to your sides. Shoulder roll if you want one. And a big inhale as you reach up again. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back into your downward facing dog. Push into your hands, send your hips nice and high. Stay for just an inhale, and then as you exhale, lower your knees. Tuck your toes. Come back into your toe squat. So you can always have your hands down. Don't forget the baby toe. Sometimes it doesn't get tucked. Take a moment to slow down. Convince your mind that you like the feeling. As you relax through your forehead, your jaw. Maybe you can forget about your feet for a moment. Maybe not. One more breath, and if you do have your hands lifted, bring them down. Untuck your toes, give them a nice little tap if you'd like. Shake it out. Cross your ankles and then sit down when you're ready. Keep your knees bent, your feet about hip width apart. We're gonna lean back. See if you can turn your fingers to point behind you, your thumbs pointing out to the sides. You can start to lift your chest here. Pull the shoulders back a little. Lift the chin a bit. You can keep your hips down, or you can lift a reverse tabletop. From here, if you're feeling good, you can lift your left foot and try to rest on the top of the toes. Awesome, you guys. If you are on those left toes, switch sides to the right. Push the ground away. Take another inhale. Untuck your toes if they're tucked before you release your hips down. And then lean forward. Take all the weight out of your hands. Give your knees a little bit of a hug. Take a couple rocks side to side if you'd like. Nice work, you guys. So we're going to do that again, but a little bit more to add on. The suspense. So lean back. Know your options. We've got options. So thumbs perhaps are pointing out to the sides, fingers behind if that feels good for you. Hips stay down to start. A little lift of the chest, a little lift of the chin. You can stay here. You can start to lift your hips. You can start to tuck your left toes again or curl your left toes, resting on the tops of the toes. Then you could lower the hips down. Now you're going to deepen the toe stretch, the foot stretch as you lower your hips. So go as far as you want to go if you want to go at all. Lift back up. Plant the left foot, switch sides, resting on the top of the right toes, staying here. Maybe intensifying things with a drop of the hips, and then lifting back up. Plant your right foot, take another inhale, and then lower the hips down. Lean forwards, take all the weight out of the arms, the elbows, the wrists. A little hug of the knees, rock side to side. Awesome work, you guys. Find your way into a comfy seat. If you always cross your legs the same way, cross them the other way. Close your eyes. Rest your hands on your knees. Bring some length into the spine. Just observe your breath without putting any effort into it. And while you observe your breath, can you soften your forehead and your jaw? And maybe you'll stay here for a little while longer. Maybe you'll start to move your hands together in front of your heart. Awesome practice, you guys. It was short and sweet, but thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.